The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord rescues them from them all. Now, when I read this morning, I was thinking, okay, well, it's nice that the Lord rescues us when we're brokenhearted, crushed in spirit, and going through many afflictions. But it's like, Lord, couldn't we just skip all of that? Rather than rescuing me from being brokenhearted and crushed in spirit and afflicted, maybe just make it that I don't have to be brokenhearted at times, or crushed in spirit, or afflicted. And, when I was kind of having this conversation with the Lord, saying, Lord, rather than kind of rescuing me from this, could we maybe just skip it? I felt the Lord saying, no. Part of the journey is being brokenhearted at times. Part of the journey is being crushed in spirit at times. Part of the journey is experiencing affliction at times. And it's kind of a mysterious thing. We can come up with images and analogies and all that for this reality. But, in life, we don't necessarily need to try to figure everything out. I know St. Thomas Aquinas, he seemed to be called by the Lord to try to figure everything out. If you read his Summa, trying to figure everything out, that's great. But not every one of us has to figure everything out. Some things, it's a mystery. I trust God. Sometimes I'm going to be brokenhearted. Sometimes I'm going to be crushed in spirit. Sometimes there's going to be afflictions. I trust my Father. I know He loves me. I know He's working all things for good. But if I were to offer an analogy, imagine that on the top, and right on the top of this beautiful high mountain, there was a luxurious resort. As a matter of fact, the most luxurious resort in the whole world, number one. And not one of these loud resorts where they're playing hip-hop music from the morning till the evening and people are kind of rowdy and all that. No, kind of a villa resort where you have quiet and peace, and there's gardens and wonderful people, filled with wonderful people, obviously good food, good wine, but also on this mountaintop perfect resort, you can meet people. There are people there who've died. Like, for example, I was thinking, how many of you remember Father Bob Bedard? Who here know? Yeah, I see all that. So many of you. Wasn't he wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful just to hang out with Father Bob again for a day? And on this mountaintop resort, you can do that. Now, the thing is if you want to get to this mountaintop resort, guess what you need to do? You need to climb the mountain. Will it be easy to climb this mountain? No. I mean, it's possible. It's doable. God never asks us to do something we can't do. What He calls us to do, He gives us the grace to do. It's not easy to get to the top of that mountain, but you can do it. You'll need to, leave things behind, let go of things. You can't stay at the bottom of the mountain and live your chicken life, live like a chicken. You need to, to man up or woman up and climb that mountain. And while you climb that mountain, there will be times when you will be brokenhearted. That's part of the journey. There will be times when you will be crushed in spirit. That's part of the journey. There will be many afflictions. That's part of the journey. The apostle said we must pass through many trials to enter the kingdom of God. But this is the thing. You're going to be brokenhearted, trials, crushed in spirit. But guess what? The people climbing that mountain, they're actually having more fun, and there's more joy. It's more of a thrill to be climbing that mountain than to stay at the bottom of the mountain and live like a chicken. Okay? The happy people are the ones climbing the mountain. Even though it's a hard road, they're having so much fun. There's joy, and there's the Lord's presence, His grace. Why? Because He's close to the brokenhearted. He's with those who are crushed in spirit. He helps those through their afflictions, and He rescues us when we go through these things. And I don't know about you, but I want to get to that place, the place to which we are called.